Hi, I'm the last grown up in the woods, Carly Fairbrother. Today I'm going to be talking about fiddleheads. Before I go outside, I want to talk a little bit about identification. I live in the lower mainland of British Columbia, and around here there are 4 species of ferns that you typically see in fiddlehead form this time of year. First one I want to cover is one of the most common ones, the sword fern. They do resemble ostrich ferns. Those are the ferns that are most commonly used as fiddleheads. They don't grow around here, and sword fern is not edible. It probably won't kill you, but I don't think it's that tasty. The next fern that I want to talk about is Bracken Fern. This is it right here. If you don't know your ferns well, it may look like some of the other edible ferns, but it's generally bigger. Spiny Wood Fern and the lady fern typically looks like just one of these leaves here. It's a little different as fiddleheads in that each one of these leaves tend to be curled individually, while the whole stem is not so curly. People have eaten it, but now it's commonly thought to be a carcinogen. So skip that one, skip the sword fern. This next one is the Spiny Wood Fern, and I will show this one when I'm outside. It's typically about yay big. It likes to grow on dead wood, and the entire frond is almost triangle shaped, so it makes this triangle. The other difference and the really useful one with fiddleheads is that down here on the stem, on the bottom of the stem, it will have a lot of sori. Those are the brown scaly bits that grow on the stem, and I'll show you that in the field. Some First Nations groups seem to have used it as fiddleheads. I have read somewhere that they are mildly toxic, but I can't seem to find that information again. I should add that they are in the same genus as the shield fern, which doesn't grow around here, but it is commonly thought to be edible as a fiddlehead. Glass fern is the most edible one in the area. If you look at these bottom leaves, they're a lot smaller. The whole frond almost has a feather shape. The other difference from the spiny wood fern is that it typically has less sori. This one in fiddlehead form is the most edible. There have been some cases of food poisoning. There's 2 things you can do to stop that. The first thing is to eat them right away. The other big thing is to cook them. Cooking makes them taste better and easier to digest. It also kills off any potential pathogens that are on the fiddlehead. It also helps to break down any toxins, especially if you've misidentified your species. Hello! I have just come across some ferns. There's 3 ferns right in the same square meter, and they're all in fiddlehead and adult form, so that's going to be super great for letting me show you the differences. This one here is a lady fern just emerged from fiddlehead form. You can see here that there's not a lot of sori on the base and that the bottom leaves are pretty small. These ones are too old to eat, so we're going to have to find some fiddlehead somewhere else. This one would be the spiny wood fern. The leaves usually start further up the stem, and they're typically darker. You can see the sori right here at the base. And here's an unfurled spiny wood fern. You can really see here how the frond makes a triangle shape. And right over here, sword fern. Super distinctive around here. So I got the fiddleheads from each one. Lady fern has a lot less of these little scaly bits. And as you unfurl them, you can see lady fern. These bottom ones are a lot shorter. This one is our spiny wood fern. Our spiny wood fern, as we unfurl them, we see they're a lot darker. And this is a lot longer. So we have this the bottom frond here, the bottom leaf, actually the whole thing's a frond. The bottom is a lot longer than this. See that? Okay. Scrape all the brown gunk off first. Fantastic. So I'm just going to throw them in, and you know what? I'm back in my own kitchen now. I've cleaned the sori off my ferns back in my parents' kitchen. And I pretended I was about to steam them, but really, I'm going to steam them here. I'm just going to let those steam for a couple of minutes until they're nice and soft and thoroughly cooked. I'm back. Fiddleheads are steamed. I've come equipped with my mini frying pan and some butter, because as we all know, everything tastes better when fried in butter, right? Right. I like to do them with a little bit of soy sauce and a little garlic, but since I'm too lazy to cut up garlic, I'm just going to use some of this. Yeah. I really like them in a stir fry with some tempeh. Delicious. Here we have them. Delicious, maybe a little over sauteed fiddleheads. Perfect. Need salt.